Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans, and I did not get a chance to come see you guys yesterday. However, I am here today, and I want to talk about surviving a breakup. Okay, so I want you all to start checking in. Let's see who we got here. I got my iPad, and it's kind of difficult. Okay, y'all see y'all checking in. Let's see who we got in here today. Okay, very good. Let me know where you're from. Okay, hey Queen from Sharon Howard. Let me know where you're from. Brenda Carzelius. Kenya Marshall, happy Sunday. Jermaine Williams, beautiful blouse. It's actually a dress. Can't see it, but it's a dress. Facebook user Egan, Minnesota. Donna, we got good evening. Sharon, happy Sunday. Larissa, Willie Sherrod, Hakeem Stovall, Maya Hinton from Michigan, Nancy Barr from Atlanta, ATL, Paris French from NYC, Farmington, New Mexico. Okay, all right. Let's see, Tupelo, Mississippi. We got Mr. Tyrone, Lorraine Jackson from Arkansas, Latrice Smith from Chicago, Maureen Gotchett, hello. Cassandra Cunningham from Kansas, Petway, James Petway, good evening. Evelyn Holden, AC, Jermaine Williams from the D, Maureen Koger from Tampa, Florida, Barbara Thompson from Redford, Michigan, Lance Watts from Chicago, Alabama, Diane Thornton from San Francisco, Vanessa Pruitt, thank you for your love. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Queen. Willanda McClendon from Georgia, Atlanta. We got Martha Farrell from Texas, Facebook user Mike D from New Orleans, Miss Heard from Loganville, Georgia, Myra from Beaumont, Texas, Savannah Gibson from Killian, Texas, Deborah Ross, Patty Prince from NYC, Fafana from UK, Lily from Varna, North Carolina, George Easton from Detroit, uh, Charlie Huffman, hello, Miss Evans, Michelle from Chicago, Facebook user, Janet Randall from Southfield, Columbia, South Carolina. I'm sorry. Kissed by God from Maryland. Kim Mack from Muskegon. Marie uh, Wiley. Andrea Perkins from Detroit. Mary Ann ATL in the house. Miss Boss Leo from Chicago. Nanette Watkins, Mississippi in the house. Okay, Linda from the D, Slim Chapo from Denver. Okay, Vanessa from New Orleans, Louis, Jasmine Harris from Memphis, Kiss Got by Guy from Baltimore, Maryland, Marna Hawkless, Princess Monica, good evening from uh, Pennsylvania. 2 weeks breakup, 11 years married to a narcissist, Westland, Michigan. Uh-oh. Okay, we need to talk about that. Carrie Bonner from Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you so much, Mr. Falcon. Wishing you a wonderful, um, beautiful future. Trina from Pontiac. Dr. Sabrina Jackson. Hey, sis, we had to pull you in here on here too. Lynette Wilson from Texas in the house. Sonia from Maryland. And Tina Berkins from Bowling Green, North Carolina. Dr. Sabrina Jackson has a wonderful page. Please check her out too. Nancy Rodriguez Soles from Silvis, Illinois. Uh, Kenya Arlington from Brooklyn and Kenya. Renee Weaver from Chicago. Faquita from Detroit. I can't wait to hear what you got to say. All right, Michelle. Hello from West Virginia. Kid Pam from Mississippi, Tennessee. Sequoia Green, I got to go to work. Hurry up and get started. Dang. Okay, cool. All right. Look, let me get started. Okay. We got to check in. Uh, just moved on to the next. Okay, very good. Let me talk about, I'm going to jump into this because, it is, first of all, it's not my traditional Sunday. I'm doing this on Sunday. Oh, congratulations. Thank you so much, Dr. Sabrina Jackson. Surviving a breakup. Whoa, let me tell you this. There is nothing more challenging than surviving a breakup. Why? Because you have consented emotionally to bond with somebody. Okay, now let me say this for my women that's over 30. Getting us to commit is something serious because we're so guarded. We want to do everything ourselves. I don't need no man. I can do this. I don't need that. So when we decide to commit, we give 100%. My mother made a point to me. She said, you know what your problem is in your relationships? I said, what? She said, you think everybody should give 100%. Some people can only give 30. Now, understand this. I got you. But that doesn't mean that you have to accept 30. In order to have a positive relationship, it's like a job. When you go to a job interview, they will give you the criterion. This is what we need you to do. We need you to type. We need you to know Word. We need you to know Excel, etc. And it's up to you to decide and the hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and we pay $20 an hour. You have to decide, is this something I'm willing to accept? Don't let your desire to get something so fast that you don't think it through. If you said, well, now listen to this, and another job said, we'll pay you $25 an hour, but it's 100 miles each way. Now you're going to say, I want the second job. It's too far. Gas is too expensive. So I'm going to have to pass on that. I want the job. I love what you're doing. But because it's 100 miles each way, I can't commit. We don't do that with relationships. We are so happy that someone is interested in us that we do not look at the warning signs, which are, why aren't, your first thing you want to know is, what do you want? If you want to just lay up, have sex, that's not what I want. Well, if it leads to something more, no. You want a man to say, listen, I'm tired of being out here. I want to go ahead and be married. I'm ready to settle down. Even though that other person may be very sexy, may got it going on, it's like what we talked about. It's too far to get there. It's a good gig. And if I lived closer, I'd be on it. But it's not what I want. It can't fit my lifestyle. If you have children, you have to ask your prospective mate, how do you feel about kids? Do you want to co-parent? Is that something you see yourself doing? I got a challenging spouse, or they baby daddy, we on a ziggity boom, and I just can't, I'm not willing to do that. And so, you have to eliminate them. Start looking at relationships objectively. You all looking at them so subjectively. Who got a nice body, He looked like he working with something. He got that nice car. He got a nice crib, but he's a serial dater. He doesn't want to commit. And you talk about this, but y'all not talking about this. So then you get in a relationship. I'ma change him. As we go on and he sees I'm a good woman, he's gonna want to be with me and we're gonna work it out. No. If the foundation is not good, the house will fall. Y'all ain't asking foundational questions. Then you go and get involved with somebody. Well, out of 5 things that are deal breakers, he got a job. Wonderful. His children are grown too. He got a roving eye, but I'm gonna work with that. You can't work with that. If a man cannot be happy with one woman, 1,000 is not gonna satisfy him. You're not going to be able to sex him enough that he's only going to want to be with you. What women think, well, honestly, if I be having sex with him every night, he ain't gonna want to stray. You can't change that. And you women think that you can't. I got that good. I got that wet. Baby, let me tell you something. So what? You have to go into a relationship saying, what is your religious commitment? If you have a different persuasion than me, we can't be together. My part of my being is my love for God. And if you're not into all of that, then that's something that is a deal breaker for me. I'm not going to work past it. But he looked good. He got a nice house, a nice car, but he don't believe in all that church stuff. Oh no. If a man tell you, look, baby, I like you, I want to be with you, and I think that we could grow, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. I got a roving eye. That man's not for you. But y'all be acting so damn desperate because a man got some. Okay, look what my secretary got me. Because a man got this. She is a keychain, okay, from Jamaica. Okay, y'all get blinded. Or he starts out cool, but y'all don't want to ask the questions because that may scare him off. Why? If you ask those questions for prospective employment, why don't you ask that in a prospective mate? Is one woman enough for you? And let me tell you the truth. Men will tell you, they will tell you no, or they will show you. And when they do, you got a jet. There's a woman here, I'm going to go through the comments, that said, I was married for 34 years. So, there was another lady that was saying that her man, my ex cheated numerous times. I was literally gone except to move past it because I want to be with him. Man, I fell in love. We want to forgive. We not God. God, forgiveness, true forgiveness is something that God does. We're not God Jr. We're work in progress. But the minute that you let that man back after he cheats, he's going to do it again because you don't have boundaries. He knows I'll be in the doghouse for a couple days and she'll forgive me. And then he's back to doing it again. And you keep forgiving and it keeps getting worse. He go out and come home at 1:00. Then what he do? He come in at 3:00. Then before you know it, he ain't coming in at all. And you keep overlooking it. He gonna change. He gonna grow out of that. No, he's not. But you don't understand. We got a mortgage together. Well, that's your fault. You should have determined this beforehand. This ain't something that, that you don't see. You see it, but you overlook it. Now, my belief, you don't have to make 100,000. If you work every day, you are monogamous, and you believe in God, oh, we can work that out. As Jermaine Williams says, cheaters only figure out ways not to get caught again. That's game. But y'all don't hear it. Jermaine Williams, cheaters only figure out ways to not get caught again. Oh, well, he bought me this Louis Vuitton. And so what you're doing is you're excusing certain behavior because he might buy you a gift or take you on a trip or beg for your forgiveness. And before you know it, it happens again. There has to be a point where you have to say, I'm not asking for a lot. Love God, want a committed relationship, be monogamous, and have a job. Now, all of that, you got to have a Mercedes, you got to have a Rolls Royce, you got to be living in $1 million house. I don't need all of that. Your foundation is your commitment to God. Because let me tell you this. When you decide to be in a relationship, that's when the hell gonna come against you. And if you don't have someone who will pray with you, will see you through, say, baby, this is attack from the enemy, and we're gonna work this through. If you don't have that, your house is like being built with hay. It's gonna blow away. There has to be a commitment to God. It can't be a commitment to your wet or to his. That's not good enough. I don't care how good this is, okay? This don't cut it, okay? We traveled, he paid the rent, but cheating was his issue. Well, you know what? We going to them nice places. But guess what? Your mind is messed up. You can't go to work. You can't concentrate on what you need to. Why? But y'all be going on them big trips. And you got that. You're committed to the things instead of the relationship. Maureen says equally yoked. The Bible talks about that. If you don't have a belief system in God, we can't be together because the enemy is busy. And so as a result, we have to be able to say, baby, hold up a minute, this is an attack. When your man decides and says, baby, I'm looking for a wife, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. Okay, I like that. But does his life line up with that? I just got divorced on a child, our 8th anniversary group party. We have an amazing 6-year-old son. It showed me that we could be, it showed me I could be with one woman. And even though, listen, men too, what is your criteria? If you don't have it, oh, she got that fat bud. She got them big teeth. That ain't nothing. Beauty fades. Oh, she got pretty long hair. What? What is your foundation? Because no matter how beautiful a building is, if the foundation is not solid, a storm is going to overtake it. And the enemy is all busy. And he keep telling you, well, you know what? Let me tell you something about the enemy. The enemy know the Bible better than most preachers because he was an angel with God. That's like your child know you better than anybody else. They know what to push your buttons, whatever to do. They know you. So the minute that you decide that you want to get into a relationship, all hell gonna break loose. If he ain't cheating, he gonna lose a job. Y'all gotta go in prayer. But y'all looking at stuff that don't matter. Y'all see this? Okay? This does not matter. Or she got big wounds. Or she got big bud. That doesn't matter. I want somebody that if I'm in a storm, they're going to pray me through that. That they know is something going on with me. And they're committed to doing it. I don't care about no, yeah, you got a job. You ain't got to make no 100, 2, 3, 500,000. You don't have to do that. You ain't have no benzola. You got to be able to be a man that's committed. And we used to laugh at them. Girl, I need me a little thug in my life, baby. And with that thug, it's thug-like mentality. I.e., I got to have more than one woman. Men are told in this society, if you have one woman, you weak. You are lame. So men feel necessary to demonstrate that there ain't no lame. My wife married, I ain't. But you running in that church every Sunday, being the deacon and everything. And every time something moves, you trying to be getting excited and having sex with half the people in church. Synagogue, the mosque. You know what I'm talking about? But run to the house and then want to put their mouth on somebody and call them a hypocrite because they ain't drinking and smoking, but you around here fornicating, committing adultery with everybody, and but you, I just fall short of the glory of God. Ain't nobody got time for that. Every time they look at you, they looking at your butt or your breasts. Ain't nobody got time for that. You got to have a man that if he knows that's his weakness, that he has an accountability. Baby, you got to be with me. You know, I love them big breasts, and I need you by my side because I don't want to slip up. The Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee. Don't fight him. Resist him. So when you see that woman with that bad body coming your way, you go the other way. Because if you go that way, you're going to destroy everything you have. See, let me tell you something about sin. It's fun in the beginning. It's so fun. Y'all around here meeting behind folk back, going to the hotel, going on trips. It's fun. And nothing's happening. Sure, I done had me a woman for 2 or 3 years. My plant woman. My hospital woman. My hospital man. And come back home, hey! But there will come a time when you will pay for that. And you get lax. And then all of a sudden you just into it. Your wife find out. Do you understand this? That we can bring curses on our generation because of our disobedience. Because we can't keep our penis in our pants. Or us ladies, we can't keep, from having sex. We can curse generations to come because of our disobedience. This is serious. Check this out. Follow along. The enemy will have you to believe that whatever you do by any means necessary is okay. Give you a prime example. There was a man, CFO, a Bed Bath & Beyond. He lied about the value of the company. It made the stock go up. He sold the stock, got $1 million. They started investigating him. He jumped off the 18th story and he's dead. See, the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. He not playing with you. See, he was in that man's mind telling him, oh, it's okay. You're going to get $1 million, dog. $1 million? It sound good, but it's like that. You see choices. The choice you make going to catch up with you. And not in a million years did he think when he did that deal, it would cost him his life. But what happens is when you start playing with the devil, he'll destroy you. Leave them people alone. When you live right, you are blessed beyond measure. Yes, it's a test. When that girl come in there with them big good hooches, that's a test. Baby, if you got to start running in the middle of the street to save your marriage, you better. Sin is a credit card. Enjoy now, but you will pay later. When you see this, run the other way. Oh, shoot, I got run the other way. There's a cost for that. You may not pay it now. Like my sister just said. Who said that? Sin is like a credit card. Brodisha, you will pay later. It's going to catch up with you. Let me say this to you. Every holy book, whether it's the Torah, Quran, or Bible, Ecclesiastes, ain't nothing new under the sun. These is books that have been written 2,000 years ago, and they still talking about what we're dealing with. Don't no holy book tell you to go out here and have wives and girlfriends. Don't no holy book tell you to be in no church or no synagogue or no temple trying to have sex with somebody that ain't your wife. They don't say that. That's what you want to believe. And you've done it so long, and there's no manifestation. You can be cursing your grandkids because you can't keep your penis in your pants. You may not see it, but it's going to come. We all will be tested. But for a true believer, the test is to build us, not break us. See, let me tell you something about a believer. Storm's going to come, but we know it's going to run out of rain. We just got to wait it out. But when you get in these relationships and you having this man having unprotected sex with you, putting seed in you, you're going to get a harvest. And the issue is, what will my harvest be? If that man has come from a family where there's abuse, baby, you're going to get it. If that man is putting seed in you that has come from neglect, you're going to get it. If that man got seed in you that's disrespectful, you're going to get it. He planting seed in you. That ain't just some creamy. That's seed. And you allowing this man, because he said he don't like no condom, to put seed in you. And you wonder why. He dogging you, disrespecting you, treating you bad, and you can't let him go. Because guess what? He done put seed in you, and now it's a harvest. When you sow seed of disrespect, you will have a harvest of conflict. When you sow abuse, you will have a harvest of low self-esteem. When a person sows into them financial inability, you're going to have a harvest of famine. But you don't see that. Baby, because it's just, no, baby, you better be looking at that bloodline. You got to say, well, baby, listen, if your daddy used to beat your mom and you saw, what have you done to heal from that? Y'all need to have real conversation, but y'all out here so worried about this that you can't get past this. And then when he's sowing that seed and then treating you just like his daddy treated his mama because he never got proper counseling, you wonder why you keep getting hurt. Because you feel sorry for somebody. Baby, I'm gonna love that away. If a person has been brought up in an abusive home, you can't love that away. That's something that counseling need to be, because they're going to revert to what they do. Many of you all, I don't, but I do know people eat chitlins. Why? We've been brought up to believe that it's good. I eat skins. I love them. Some cultures like, you eat pork, rind, skin. Yeah, I love it. Because that's what we have been trained to believe is good for us. Stop letting people, when you interviewing them, you talking about you concerned about driving 100 miles, you better be knowing you better know their mama, their grandmama, their daddy, everything about them. Because this is a person that is going to be with you when you are most vulnerable. And what is that? When you sleep. You better know that. And you got to deal with it. I'm not saying nobody got to be perfect. Oh, she must be perfect. 30, 36, 24, 36. She must have $100,000. She must have nice hair. She must have ain't nobody talking about. I ain't got time for all of that. Ain't nobody dealing with that. We dealing in reality. So what, he got fat stomach. Guess what? Slim Goody over there with the, okay, spread it around town. Can't be committed to you. But you're going to change that because you don't have any criterion. But you got it for your job. Oh, honey, they want me to drive 100 miles. They crazy. I'm not doing that. You think more about your career than you do about who you spending your life with. And you wonder why you keep getting hurt. Because you're not doing enough. You want to know up front. Baby, you was married. How many years was you married? You was married 30? What happened? Oh, well, she was cheating, always shifting blame on somebody. Okay. Well, she just couldn't satisfy me because she didn't want to do what I wanted her to do. I wanted to be with threesomes and she didn't want to do that. So that's why, I outgrew her. Baby, you better run from him. You need to be like, okay. Be like, let me get the hell out of here. Because if you saying you destroyed your covenant because a woman don't want to have threesomes, and because she don't do what she need to be doing and make you feel good, don't make this feel good, and you cheated or abandoned her because of some sex, baby, you better keep it moving. You better run. Put that mother's front on block. Oh, do not answer, because I ain't got nothing for you. But you know what y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk stuff about that woman. She let herself go. She gained 25 pounds. She was nasty. She didn't clean her house. She ain't do none of that. So I'm going to do that superficial, and that's going to make him stay. Here's a man that left his wife for 20 years. And you think you're going to be a better woman because you know how to make pumpkin pie, and you know how to make peach cobbler, and you know how to make chitlins, and you got a wet. Girl, you better go sit down somewhere. That man is not able. Now, he may be able to entertain you, but that's not husband material. And at this stage in the game, we're not looking for passing flings. We're looking for someone who is stable. So when a man tells me that the reason he ended his marriage is because a woman would not perform sex, she got too fat, she was nagging me about what I was doing, we outgrew each other. Well, baby, what did you do to keep the luster in the marriage? Nothing. Hell, I gave her a damn ring. And I took on trips every now and then. I paid the rent. Men confuse providing money with being a good husband. See, let me go there. When that man killed himself and jumped off there, his wife was at home. Didn't leave a note. But I bet you if you asked her, would you have been willing to move out of a $3 million home, live in a $100,000 home, and have your husband? She would say yes. But that man thought, you gonna have $1 million. You gonna have this. And they're gonna take that from him because if it's insider trading, but you listen to the enemy. You playing games with the enemy. We all fall short of the glory of God. Let me call my girlfriend. You playing games. And it's dangerous. And you got to stop. But ladies, he not going to outgrow that. And until a person says, listen, I got a problem. Will you help me? Can we go to counseling? Can we go to the church? Can we go to the mosque? Help me. And he's making a concerted effort. That's one thing. But just think, oh, I'm gonna close my eyes, and when I wake up, it's all gonna be perfect. It's not gonna happen. And you're going to continue to suffer. Yeah, you're going to Punta Cana. You're going to Italy. You probably got stamps all in your passport. And you're miserable. Because the one thing that you need, that commitment, it ain't there. It's something. I was reading the Bible the other day. Solomon said, I worked all the days of my life, and then who inherits it is my son. Get stripped of the kingdom. So I did all this work for nothing. But the reason why you were punished is because you had lust. Because you kept seeking after women. Listen, if one woman ain't enough, 1,000 ain't gonna be. You thought that looked good, that you had all the concubines and the wives, and I can afford all of them. And you wasn't doing nothing but being a curse on your bloodline. Because you couldn't keep in your pants. That woman is preparing for a funeral. When if that man had come to her and say, baby, we're going to have some financial problems. She would have said, to hell with it. Let's sell all this stuff, baby. Let's go live in Brooklyn, get us a house, and we'll live on love. But you listen to the enemy. And you done got away with it so long, it becomes a way of life. And then when you know you relax, feeling good, that's when it comes. See, it never come the way you think it is. If you cheating, your wife ain't gonna cheat. But your grandson might get in a car accident. Why? Because you have not done what you're supposed to do as a man. And that is to obey God and to live right. Will things happen when you obey God and live right? Yes. But you will have peace with it. Anything you get illegally or you got to compromise. I was reading the other day, Cardi B and different ladies, they getting all this money for fans only. Baby, let me tell you something. When you start doing things that cause you, now she's not, but I'm talking about the ladies taking their clothes off and doing all of this. It's a cesspool. And the enemy is like, oh, you can have more money. But you losing your pride. Every time you do it, you got to have a drink. You got to have a pill before you know it. You're going to check out emotionally, but you're going to have all that money. You got to stop putting so much emphasis on what the world got. It's peace. Peace is priceless. Being in your right mind, not, wonder where he at, putting trackers on people's car, looking on their email, looking at their text message, heart racing like that. Don't nobody got time to live like that no more. And it's time to stop, because remember, there's a harvest that's going to come out of you. And it's not good. Because the person that's sowing the seed in you is sowing seeds of destruction in you. That's why you said, damn, I can't sleep no more. Before you met him, you could sleep good like a baby. Now you can't. But we got all of these bills together, and you got to take a pill to get up and a pill to go to bed. And you're losing who you are, smelling folk underwear to see where they been. Baby. And so how you get to surviving a breakup, I want you to do this. I want you to take you a pen and some paper. And I want you to be honest. And I want you to write down the pros of the relationship and the cons of the relationship. And I want you to be true to yourself. And if those cons outweigh the pros, with tears in your eyes, you got to let it go. But I miss him. Oh, the night I can't stand it. That's the end. You see this? You take this phone and you allow yourself. You put that, you cut it off. And you be honest. And what do you miss, Vonda? You miss this? You miss having somebody pay your car note? You miss living in that fancy house? But I want you to think about all the things that you had to suffer through in order to have those things. The mistreatment, the verbal, the physical, and the emotional abuse. You miss that? Somebody calling you out your name. Women saying, that's my man and that's your husband. You miss that? When you start to think about what the hell you went through, you're going to get mad at yourself, and you should. It takes 30 days to break a habit. Put this damn phone up. Get you some self-help books. Get in that Bible, Quran, or Torah. And you think about the hell you went through. Oh, but it felt so good to me. Yeah, but it didn't feel good when that woman told you, that's my man too. That didn't feel good, did it? Did it feel good when your girlfriend said your man is out at the club with another woman? Did that feel good to you? Does it feel good to you when you know that you finding receipts from places you ain't been with 2 and 3 people, 2 people, and you wasn't invited? That feel good? And you got to ask yourself, do I deserve it? Do I deserve this? And the answer is no. Because it doesn't get better. It gets worse. Because there are no boundaries. If you know that, say for instance, let me give you an example. You got to get to work. One way is a freeway and the other way is a street. If you go down this street and the police ain't never there, you do 20 miles, 30 miles. Before you know it, you at 50, 60 miles an hour, because you know you won't get caught. Because there are no boundaries. What we do is people continue to do what they want to do because you have no boundaries. She gonna cry. Baby, I'm sorry. Come on. Let's go. Damn. What's wrong? Nothing. We gonna go out to the mall. I'm gonna buy you the biggest Louis Vuitton. But in 3 more weeks, you're gonna be out there cheating. Do you understand that when you have a woman, a good woman, that's a blessing from God. She might get fat. She might go bald. She might get cancer. But that's a blessing. That's your crown. That good woman. That's going to make sure that your kids is safe. That your generational bloodline is pure because you're treating that woman right. She's an investment. But the minute that you let her go, because she don't know how to do that right, or she be bugging, nagging me, let me tell you something. All you doing is reaping coals on your head. And what you thought was going to be good. Oh, what about your boy? What about your boy? Sylvester Stallone. You was with that woman for 25 years. You 78, she 57. You know what she said? Bye-bye. He thought she gonna stick with me in the good times and in the bad times. You know the only thing he did was got old. She don't want to change no diapers. She don't want to administer no medicine. She's tired. And what she want to do? Get her half of his fortune and live her life. That man's 78 years old. The only thing he did was get old. And she's like, where's the money, baby? I want half of that $100 million fortune. Ain't worth nothing for it. But she became what he wanted. You want skinny, here go skinny. You want some babies, here go babies. But your first wife, there was a challenge with your child. I believe he had autism. I'm not sure. The second one committed suicide. Oh, she done let herself go. She got fat. But now look at my new baby. Oh, she look at her body. 3 beautiful daughters. Waited till they got grown and left them. You should have stayed with the first one. And you saying to yourself, how that happened? Maureen said, after 25 years, I walked out and got a peace of mind. Greg said, a good woman is a blessing. Honey, rub that big old fat stomach of hers. Baby, let me tell you something. She'll go down on that floor praying for you. Baby, a breakthrough will come. I got a friend. He got a girlfriend, okay? But baby, something was going on his business. Sis hit that prayer closet. She prayed constantly. 3 months later, breakthrough, and he ain't look back. I wonder, do Sylvester Stallone think, damn, I should have stayed with that first wife? Yeah, I got 3 beautiful children, but she played me. 25 years, and she said she want more than half. How you do that? And the only crime that man committed was he got old. But because your first wife was not as beautiful and attractive, because there were challenges with the children, you thought that she was defective. This what she is. She garbage. She garbage. But your new bad wife, you know that one with that bad body with them 3 kids, she like, I want that money running. Who really got played? You thought you was running from something because there was challenges with your children. And I'm gonna give me a new wife and everything gonna be good. And then she played you. She showed you who she was. He didn't treat her right. Baby, let me tell you something. It's ironic to me that as a man get old, baby, he ain't been treating you right. But you want to stay so you can get that money. That man's 78 years old and you 57. And she's tired. He reaped what he sowed. You gave up on your crown, your queen that was with you because she got fat. She got old. Challenges with the children. You thought you could throw in the garbage. This girl about to clean him up. The next woman gonna be like, look, what you got to give me? You got to play it. Because don't nobody, when men marry, they marry for a lifetime. That man 78 years old ain't nothing. This damn show ain't working, okay? She don't want to be bothered with nothing old. She want a new opportunity. And all I can imagine him feeling was damn. But my first wife was my ride or die. So what, she got fat? So what, she got old? But she was down for me. She was down for our children. And now homegirl done played me to the left. What my sister saying here? Sin is like a credit card. You buy now, but you pay later. And many men who go in these second marriages, they paying dearly. Because they had a queen, because she got fat, got old. She was garbage. And they get with that young, fine woman. Then when he get old, she gone. She don't know nobody want nothing old, especially a young woman. She don't want that responsibility. I don't want to take care of you. You 78 years old, you probably already wearing diapers. And if you ain't, you on your way. That's just a reality. Incontinence with men probably occurs after about 65. He's 78. She see it. We've been together 25 years. I got 3 kids. I'm going to get my money. And I'm going to get a younger man. Don't nothing good come from that. You see what I'm saying? She got your money and she gone. You got to watch where you putting your seed. Is this good soil? But it's pretty. Is it good soil? What happened? Let's be honest. Kim got sick of Kanye when he had them nervous breakdowns. Oh, no, I'm not dealing with that. After that White House, oh, no. Let me cut my losses and get the hell on out of here. Because I don't want that responsibility. That's when their problem started. Is that good soil? See, let me tell you who I love. This is my girl. Christopher Reeve's wife said in front of the world at his funeral, when I took my vow to love him till death do his part, I lied. And everybody said, I love him in death. I'm honored to be his wife, his queen. 6 months later, she ended up dying of lung cancer, never smoked. But the point of it is, she saw that as an honor and a privilege to be his wife, even though he was paralyzed. He said, I told her, go get you a man. She said, you man enough for me. See, that's one that's going to be there with you, that's going to wipe you. All right. Hey, it's just what we got to do. But she could have got the hell on out of there after that accident. But see, he sowed in good soil. Oh, but she bad. She got 36, 24, 36. How you get her? And she was in a relationship with another man. She was married. And you think something good gonna come out of that? All right. Look at Portia. Simon ain't married her yet, but they living together. Oh no, baby. If you could marry Fana, you can damn sure put that ring on me. Well, when is wedding coming? But when it come, what good gonna come out of it? You married, you trying to run, baby. Let me explain this. When you deal with that, because the Bible talks about divorce, then you come to me, because I'm good soil. I'm not gonna be a part of no adulterous relationship because your wife cheated on you. Because when we start our family, we gonna start it on a good foot. I'm good soil. I ain't the run to that you gonna be able to plug because your wife cheated on you. I'm not doing that. I don't care. You can put a 10 million on there. Why? Because I'm a godly woman. I'm not playing house with you. Now, if that little young girl could get him on, baby, on, I don't play no house. Uh-uh. Who? Me? No, I'm too old for that. And more importantly, I'm a godly woman. I'm a queen. I'm not laying up, having sex with you, washing your clothes, cleaning your house. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing wifely duties for nobody. But y'all doing it to make you change. And so you hurt. And then you decide, I'm going to break up. Baby, let me explain this to you. Follow along. When you get tired, at least for me, we wasn't no argument, wasn't no disagreement. I was tired of being treated the way that I was. I was tired. I was tired of covering up. I was tired of wearing a mask. I was tired of not being able to sleep. Wasn't no argument, nothing. I said, you know what? I've had enough. And I left. I read recently there was a woman who helped her husband get through school. They had all these kids, and he ends up start dating the legal secretary, and she go in there and shoot both of them, kill both of them. Uh-uh. And the children testified against her at her release hearing. How does that happen? It can. But he was a good, godly man. Baby, let me explain this to you. Just because you go to church don't mean you godly. Y'all need to have some real conversations out here. Running up there, I'm going to get him before he become a lawyer or a doctor so he can dump you. Or I'm going to have a baby by him. Baby ain't going to make no man stay. Oh, but he religious. And religious men are whores too. What is his commitment? For real. And the question is, say, baby, can one woman satisfy you? Can one woman be enough? What happened when I get old and I get that fat belly? Can you love me? Can we grow together? Oh, but he gonna be a doctor and he gonna be a lawyer. Dumb stuff. Stuff that don't matter. But you broken. You got money. You got the baddest house. You got the biggest ring. You got diamonds. And you miserable. Because you living a lie with a mask on. Baby, you mess around and die and you cheated yourself for a couple dollars. Because we got 401k for a couple dollars. Life is way more than having Rolexes and diamonds. It's way more than that. It's having someone who is your life partner that is committed to your growth, that want to see you grow, that want to see you prosper. Look at my baby. What Serena's husband say? I could be a billionaire and I'm going to still be known as Serena Williams' husband, and I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. That's good soil. That's somebody to say, get on my shoulder so that you can reach for the star. Just let me be a part of it. That is good soil. That is a good man. But I ain't got Serena, baby. Y'all overlooking men who good men and you know they damn good men. Oh, but every time I see him, his fingernails be dirty. He a mechanic. Yeah, we go to church together, but he got fat stomach. He got raggedy car. But you a slick daddy who can't wait to get out of church, synagogue, go to mosque so he can go be with his woman. Might got a woman up in there treating you like I don't know what, but you overlooking that good man. Because he got that belly. Because he got old car. He right in front of your eyeballs. You don't even see him. The janitor? Oh, hell no. I'm sorry. Let me explain this to you. I am a professional. And I would be damned if I'm going to be with the janitor. But you with the professional that's cheating on you and dogging you. But here's a man who would be honored to call you his wife. You overlook him because he got dirty nails under here. He got fat belly. He got old car. Oh, why? Because when you've been bound so long, all you understand is bondage. I've got a dog. Every day I put her on the leash to let her go. The other day, about 8 months, the other day I let her out. She ran out. But where she stopped with that leash is where she stopped because she's been trained to do that. Y'all are trained to accept bondage as love. Because he got this. He got that flat stomach. Because his body is his calling card. Here you go, baby. My body, my calling card. Because he wear them Timbos and he look good. He look like a tree. But it's not good for you. Too much candy will make you sick. But it's good, but it ain't good for you. And you overlooking men who will wake up in the middle of the night and pinch themselves to say, look who I got laying next to me. P.T. Cruz said, normalizing dysfunction. Oh, but no, now listen, here I am a professional. What I look like being with a man who is a general laborer. Oh no, I can't do that. Or maybe he had a criminal conviction 20 years ago. Oh no, but you with that womanizer. Who is the teacher, the lawyer, the doctor, and dogging you. But you think that's okay. And so you miss that king. Because he didn't have a crown on. He didn't have his cape on. But he a king. And when you start to understand what foundational values are, that fine buster, they don't. Girl, let me say this to you. I loved me a slick. I love me a slick. I love me a slick man. Women are very hard to trust. Well, it depends on the women that you date. But I know good women. But see what it is, like a man like that, and I'm just saying, because we all conversating. You want her to have 36, 24, 36, long, beautiful hair, tight body. And what you bringing to the table? A couple dollars? You got a degree, but you old. But you think you deserve something young. When you were 20, did you want something 50? Hell no. And so what it is that men start to have this idea that they can have a woman that's 20 or 30 years younger than them. Yeah, you can have her as long as you got that money. But the minute that money start running out, she not going to wipe you, boo. She not going to push you around. She going to put you in a nursing home. Look at, what's that woman, something J? What she do to that old man? When that money got tight, she put him right off Erica J, put him in a nursing home. See you. What? But all while he was putting $1 million earrings in her ears. Okay, I'm 63 years old and I still have a six pack and I'm not a dog. Then leave them dog women alone. See, it ain't how you look. It's the value. You want a woman that's going to pray for you. That's going to get up in the middle of the night when you got to go to the doctor and say, Lord, reverse that. You ain't got to have nobody that look all good. But men think that they're successful if they have a woman with 36, 24, 36, long, pretty hair, but ain't got no sense in there. I want a woman, Erica J, put him in a nursing home. Luke said a healer. I want somebody to say, what, you got a bad doctor report. We going to dinner. I got to fast. I got to reverse this thing. Oh, I'm sorry. My husband is under siege. My husband's mind is being challenged. I got to be with my man. Oh, girl, I can't go out with y'all tonight. We got to go to counseling. We need to go see about this. Because that man is my earthly king. I'll bow before him because God put him in my life. And I'm here to serve him. But you got that stomach, Bonda. You got the mild Bonda. You got bald head, Bonda. You ain't attractive to me, Bonda. But you overlook a good woman because she not 36, 24, 36. She not 30. You overlook a good woman. And then you will say all women are bad. It's what you're looking for. At this point in my life, just ride with me. Let me know that no matter what, I can come to you. And I know that you will support me. And that you will be there for me. That's what I need. I don't need nothing looking fine. I don't need no six pack. I don't need no big muscles. I'm looking for somebody who can look in my eyes, which my father used to say are the windows to your soul, and say, baby, what's wrong? Nothing. No, it is. What you talking about? I look in your eyes. Come here, let me give you a hug. What's wrong? That I run to. Because he sees my pain. Because he sees my hurt. I want somebody like that. I want somebody that when he get up in the middle of the night to go pee, he stands over me and says, thank God for her. I thank God that I got a woman that loves me. Lord, I just want to say thank you. Maybe she got fat stomach. Maybe she got all that. Maybe she do. But I know I got a good praying woman. Oh, my condolences. My wife passed away unexpectedly 11/1, 2021. That's Andre Anthony. And let me say this to you about, and I'm running over, but I'm going to get to it, about the loss of a spouse. It's a breakup. It's a real bad one. You got to go through that grief. Don't look for a woman to replace her. No one ever will. You got to go through that pain of loss. And running women or running men or whatever, for my ladies, men, 34 years of love. You got to go through that. It's a tunnel, Andre, and you in the beginning. And you got to go through it so that you can heal and be the kind of man that your wife can say, I'm proud of. Look at my baby down there. He done made somebody else his queen. But you got to go through that pain, because in your mind, you're going to always compare her to your wife. Why? Because you got to go through that pain, sir. It's the birth. The birth of you. No matter what, you don't just go to Anthony, my baby. Love your talk, your shit. They need this. Anthony is married to a man and they happily married. Okay? Because they dealing with each other. And they're not dealing with no pretenses. Be real. Y'all playing games out here. Lying. Be real. Don't let loneliness, Andre, overtake you. Well, I had a wife for 34 years. I can't be by myself and rush into a relationship with somebody who is healed and you not ready. Don't do that. You got to get through that. And let me say this to you, Greg. If a woman make you feel like you in bondage, that's the wrong woman. What is your criteria? See, the first time that a person shows me that they're not trustworthy, or I can't deal with them, or they going to throw my past up against me, they got to go. I don't care who it is. They got to go. Oh, I love you, but you got to go. Because if I was willing to trust you with something in my life and you throw it up against me, then you got to go. You might be a good person, but you're not good for me. Because that's not what people who love each other do. They don't hurt each other with words, and they don't hurt each other with pain. They don't use your pain as a weapon against you. That's not somebody that loves you. And so as a result, Greg, you need to look at, what am I looking at? Why is it that I keep getting these bad seeds? Is it because, what is your criterion? And when you change your criterion, you're going to change what you, but some men say, listen, I know men say, if any woman over 40, I can't consider them. I'm 60, I can't date a woman over 40. So as a result, you cheating yourself out of women who are good. Yeah, but her stomach's as big as mine. Oh, that is so unattractive. But then the good women are hurting you. We have to start to understand what our criterion is. Angela says her husband of 9 years passed on July 8th, 2021, and you still grieving. You got to get through it. But what you can't do is allow yourself to get stuck where you are. Okay, so what? I done had more dogs than I done had good men. But I'm not going to give up on love. But I'm going to put a pause on things, and I got to heal me. So what used to attract me, I don't see that anymore. Oh, I need a thug in my life. I need that. I need that suave. I'm not even attracted. That, I don't even see that. I'm like, oh, I don't see that. Oh, no. Oh, my big spenders. You know what I'm saying? The ones with the big money, baby, one more, I'm going to take you here. I'm not interested. You don't want to go find out? No. I want something real. And good liquor and good food is a fantasy. And if all you got to do is hide it behind your trappings, your car, your job, your body, baby, I want to see the real you. And I want to deal with that. And I don't want to feel that every time I see you, I gotta put my Spanx on, or I gotta get my stomach done or my breast done. I'm not doing all of that. Because I am not what you see. And when you're going through grief, you need to be alone. But you can't stay in that place. And as you start to heal, you got to say, I ain't trying to find Stephanie, but these are the things that were in our 34 years that were important. I got to find a woman that, I don't want no woman go to church. I want a believer. I don't want no church goers, no mosque goers. I don't want all of that. I want somebody to stand on it. I want somebody who, no matter what, I know that they're going to be monogamous with me. Even if my sex ain't good. Maybe my sex ain't even working no more. But that's okay. Because the biggest sex organ on a man or a woman is your brain. I want somebody who is willing to lift me up. Send me scripture. Send me a nice note. Tell me, baby, you're going to be all right. I need that. But what we have to do, we got to take these masks off these men. And when you see that monster, I want you to do this. I want you to start writing down pros and cons, pros and cons, pros and cons, pros and cons. And then after you write down, we got a big house, we got a double account, I got my own car, kids in private school, we go on fancy trips. After you get over the superficial, you realize it ain't nothing there. You don't have respect. You don't have loyalty. You don't have love. You don't have a person that wants you to get ahead. You don't have what's really important. And the one thing when you're going through grief and surviving a breakup is this. You don't want to rush into anything because in your mind, you can compare them. And you got to let them go in love. And you got to say, I was so blessed to have had my husband for 9 years, for 34 years. I was blessed. Oh, beyond favor. But I now am ready to share myself with another woman. Nobody will ever be her or him. No. But I'm ready. And it takes time. I would say probably at least 3 years to really get it out so that you can love properly. Because the worst thing that you can do is be in a relationship with somebody because you lonely. And that's for my ladies and my men. That's the worst reason why. I just want somebody. I don't want to be by myself. That's the word. I need companionship. I need company. Get you a damn dog. But that's not why you get in a relationship. You get in a relationship because you're equally yoked. Because the foundation of your relationship is God. It's not sex. It ain't this. It ain't her having a wet. It's not rushing anything. And here's a situation. Women gonna be running for you. Oh, he widowed, so he'll marry. But you gotta look at beyond. You have to not look at what they say, but how they live it. Shoot, I'm moving the house. I'm be laying up with him. Huh? I'm gonna have to come up, baby. Listen, and he a widower too. I know that it's gamer women out here. It's women that's gaming, but you can't grieve forever because life is a gift. And no matter what, death is as much a part of life as breathing. We all will go through that season. But you're not there, Andre. You're not dead. And you have more life. And you can't punish yourself. You got to challenge yourself to love again. And to my ladies that lost their husband, you got to challenge yourself to love again. Ain't nobody going to be like my husband. We know that. We know that, baby. Martha, we know that. Your husband passed on January 24th, too. We know ain't nobody going to be like your husband. But you got to give yourself permission to love again. But this time, with criterion. You are blessed that you got a good person. This time, you're going to write down everything that you need. Just like you would in a car or a job. And if they fall short, they're not bad people. They're just not for you. You understand that? And when you start to do that, that person, you'll know because you had the right criteria. And it ain't this, and it ain't big boobs and a big booty. It's those things that you can't buy at the store, that you can't get from a doctor. It's like having a pure heart, ability to love, to forgive, to nurture. Forget if they stomach big as yours. That don't matter. Forget if they breast down to their stomach. That don't matter. Are we equally yoked? And if you're not in some type of organized religion, you need to be. Because everything in life is in that Torah, that Bible, and that Quran. Ain't nothing else under the sun ain't in there. And so when you look to somebody, it's like me going to my grandma. She gonna tell me, baby, my ex-mother-in-law told me, said, don't never get no king side bed. I said, why? She said, you keep your man close to you. You don't get no big bed. Little stuff like that. But you got to be able to receive it. And when you do, you'll understand what is important. And having a fabulous body and pretty teeth and long hair and all, that's dumb. That's just silly. I want somebody who can look at the windows of my soul and determine what's going on with me. Somebody said, baby, you had a long day. I'm cooking for you today. Somebody who will be there to nurture and to protect the little girl in me. That's what we need. And stop getting caught up with the visible. But he got dirt under his nails. He got that bully. He got old raggedy car. But he a good ass man. A good man. He a king. And you don't even see it. Because you can't get past what he do for a living. He's not educated. And the one is educated is dogging the hell out of you, mistreating you. You don't even know where they at. They can't wait till the sun come up so they can get in the damn street. Coming home right about now, been out all damn day. Ain't come home with no food, no money, no nothing. And then want to go to bed. You know where they been. You deserve better than that. So what you got to do, write down the pros and cons. See if they outweigh each other. Be honest with yourself. If you've made a decision to leave that relationship through divorce or y'all broke up or maybe somebody died, you got to be able to understand it's a process. It's going to be denial. Damn, I want them to come back. I don't want to be like this. You're going to be angry. You're going to be mad. but ultimately you're going to be able to accept it. And there's stages of grief. And surviving a breakup is a stage of grief. But when you look and say, Bonda, look what you did. I'm so proud of you. Let me say this to you. I'm going to let y'all go. I remember after my divorce, listen, I stayed at Somerset Mall, is a very exclusive mall here. I was relegated to going to the dollar store. But you know what? I got me some pretty dollar store stuff. You know, y'all, you know the ones with they be like the palm trees, that little cheap stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And baby, I got the matching hand towels, and I created a home. I said I don't want nothing to remind me of where I've been. I want all new shit. Sorry about that. And I got it little by little. And I found peace and not staying up all night waiting for wondering when my husband's gonna come home. I found peace in going to the dollar store. I found peace in cooking until I could heal. And once I began to heal and then just to completely trust God, He's prospering me. But I've healed and I have peace. See, the peace part for me is everything. Because if I ain't got peace, I ain't got nothing. And I can't stay, but I don't want to be bound. I got to have peace. With someone or by myself, I got to have peace. Because you're worth it. God didn't create you to be bound. I had a problem. I don't want a divorce. That's what losers do. I had to look in the Bible and across. There are reasons why you have divorce. And infidelity is one. And I had to be able to release them in love. You're not a bad person, but you're just not good for me. And I had to grow up. And I'm still on that journey, and that was 20 years ago. It takes time. And you can't rush it. But what I want you to do, every day that you make it through, after you done hid your phone, no drinking, no smoking, no taking pills, none of that, I want you to start complimenting yourself. I'm proud of you. Look at you. You did that. You went a whole hour without thinking about them. Because it's like a record player over. Look at you. Uh-oh. 2 hours? Oh, girl, you bad. You bad. I know you did not go to the movies by yourself. Ooh, who did that? And encourage yourself for the baby steps. Maybe you might go on his page or call. You're going to have setbacks. But you got to remember why you left or why it ended. And you got to tell yourself, you better than that. You deserve more than being called out your name, being mistreated, being emotional. You deserve more. And you'll look up and 30 days will pass. And you'll say, wow. Then you'll look up, 45 days will pass. But every day encourage yourself. Make the best out of what you got. Well, I don't want to shop at the dollar store. If I'm going to stay in Neiman. Well, it's a cost to your happiness. But for me, baby, I was getting that dollar store stuff. I love the dollar store. I love it. I really do. And I was, you remember them little palm trees, and then they had the little hand towels, and it would be in the little ugly palm trees, baby. I had all of that. Love the dollar store. Get my spices from there. Remember the things you put the oil in and the vinegar in, those things, and you pour? Encourage yourself. Getting food on sale, looking at different recipes. Say, I'm going to try to make this. Encourage yourself. When you go to the store and it be the little kits with the thing for to boost your car and all that. Get stuff like that. Encourage yourself. Maybe you ain't gonna have what you had when you had with that man, all the money, but you got peace. And baby, let me tell you something. Peace, peace. Oh, baby. It'll get you through. And for those of you who are grieving, say, damn, tonight, all while she was talking for an hour and 30 minutes, I had the courage to come on. I miss her. I miss him. But at least for an hour and 30 minutes, I had the courage to move forward. That's a lot. Go into grief seminars or groups where other people have lost people or other people have gone through divorce. We doing it now, this therapy. But we got to keep going because life is a gift. And God do not want you to be miserable and unhappy. But listen, so we was on here a long time and I loved it. And I probably could talk another hour. But I do got some things to do. For those of you who know, I do got a new show. I'm actually at my office, Court Night Live. It's on A&E with Greg Mathis and Vinny Politan. But I had to come down here and do some work and stuff. And I said, let me jump on here right quick and share some thoughts and, share with you and y'all sharing with me. And this was very, very productive. But sometimes we need a little bit more. And we need to be able to have counseling. We need to be able to, really get our lives in order. And I'm going to tell you, if you keep being positive, stay away from the liquor, stay away from the drugs, stay away from being sad, understanding that that is a trick of the devil, and just keep going forward and stop reminiscing about the past because you know it wasn't no good. And once you start to really grow, you're going to love it. But what you a plant that don't have no root. And you have to take that plant and it's delicate. And then you put it in water. And over time, it's going to grow a root. And as that root grows, you can take that plant and you can put it in soil. But right now, you're fragile. And you have to understand that it's over, whether it was death, whether it was a decision, but you got to move forward because the enemy does not know your future, but God does. And if God wanted y'all to go, y'all be dead. But he left you here for a reason, to encourage somebody. He ain't here leave you here to be sad. And Myra, I need my wine, honey. Okay, listen, watch that because liquor is a depressant. It'll make you feel worse than what you do. Okay. All right. So look, I'll see y'all next week. Don't forget Wednesday is on Court Night Live. God bless you. Mask up. Love you.